Are you looking to buy your first house, second house, third house this year, but you don't know where to start? Stick around. I'm going to walk through the process with you so you have all the information you need. Let's go. Welcome back. This is Julian Coleman, your South Jersey real estate agent, and I'm back with another video bringing you the best that South Jersey has to offer. And today I want to walk you through step by step and guide you through the process of home buying. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're just looking to upgrade, we're going to cover all of the bases so that you have all of the information. So let's dive right in. Let's go. Step number one, before you even start looking at houses, before you go for a real estate agent, I want you to sit down and go over your finances. It is crucial to go over your finances. Here's a couple things you actually need to look for. Do you have a down payment? How much is your down payment? Do you have at least 3 to 3.5% to put down for down payment? Do you have enough money for closing costs? What is your desired mortgage amount? How much money are you going to set aside for maintenance, such as what if your water heater goes down 6 months after you move in? Or what if you have a leak in your roof 6 months or a year after you move in? How much money can you actually put aside for your maintenance and still live a life that is fulfilling after you put all of this money aside? Still be able to afford groceries and still be able to afford utilities, however that looks for your household. But before that, before you do anything, you need to sit down and assess what your finances are. Is it actually achievable to go now for a house, or do you have to wait and prepare 6 months, a year, year and a half, 2 years, however that looks for you, to achieve it then? There is no cover blanket all for when is the perfect time to buy a house. It is different for different individuals. Every situation looks different. So you have to assess what your finances are and what they look like. And is this achievable for now, and how to set out the plan to do it the right way. Now that you went over your budget, you went over your finances, you went over, hey, this is how much I have a down payment, this is how much I need for a down payment, X, Y, and Z. Now what I want you to do is actually go over your credit report and your credit score. And how you do that is I want you to download an app called MyFICO, MyFICO. It's in your Google app. It's in, whether you have an iPhone, it's in the iOS app. So I want you to download that. They have 2 subscriptions. They have a $25 one that updates every 3 months, updates your credit score and your credit report every 3 months. Or they have one that is updated monthly and it's $40. I think the $40 one is worth it, but you do it for however you do it for your budget and what makes sense for you. So now that you have that, I don't want you to go to Credit Karma. I don't want you to go to any credit card source that gives you a free credit report or free credit score, because they use a different scoring model. Those scoring models are Vantage scoring models. They are not FICO. You do not get a pre-approved or approved for anything off a Vantage scoring model. You only get approved off of FICO. So you download the app, you subscribe to whatever subscription makes sense for you. And I want you to look at your credit report and look at 3 different things: your collections, your loans, and anything that you owe that is past due. Your collections, your loans, and anything that is past due. Your collections, I want you to go one by one and call up each company and see if you can pay those off for a deletion letter. There's many YouTube videos. I'm not going to go directly into that, but there's many YouTube videos that shows you how to do that. Number 2, I want you to go by all of your loans, whatever loans you have, whether you have a car loan, whether you have a personal loan, whether you have a different mortgage, for whatever reason. I want you to go by those loans and I want you to check to see if you can pay any of those down. Any of the debt that you can pay down. If you go through your credit, your collections, pay those down. See if you can get those deleted. You want to eliminate as much debt as possible. As you have less debt, then it gives you more of an opportunity to be able to afford more, because your monthly payments are lower. If you have, say if you have $400 worth of personal loans and credit card debt that you pay every single month. But if you reduce that from $400 to maybe $100 a month. Now you have way more money a month to play with your monthly payment for your mortgage. So now you can put that extra money that you're not paying towards credit cards or personal loans now towards your mortgage payment. The last thing I want you to look at is anything that is past due. If it's past due, I want you to get it up to date. Do whatever you have to do to get it now that is reporting up to date. You can't be past due on credit cards. You can't be past due on your auto loans or anything of that sort. You want to be up to date. So let's get it up to date and continue to pay it on time, at very least the minimum monthly payment, and for credit cards, keep your utilization rate lower than 10%, 30% if it's for a good cushion, but you really want it to be under 10% if feasible. So I want you to look at three different things: collections. I want you to look at your auto loans or some kind of loan, personal loans, and anything that is past due, and bring those up to date and current. Step number 3, get with a good real estate agent. Get with somebody who you know, like, and trust, somebody that you feel comfortable with. If you're looking in South Jersey, hey, call me. My information is down below. But if you're not looking in this area, I want you to get with somebody and interview them. Do not just pick somebody just because you've seen them on an ad. Just don't pick somebody just because you've seen, hey, they sold a couple houses. Pick somebody that fits your personality, that fits what your needs are. Interview them, see if you like their communication style, how often they communicate, how they communicate, how many houses have they sold, how many, however questions that you want to necessarily ask them. Ask them whatever questions and see if they fit for you. See if their personality is a good fit for you. See if that works for you. And if it works for you, I cannot stress enough how much a good real estate agent is important in this process. They will make it easy. They will make it smooth. They will make the process smooth. They'll pick up on problems before you even know there is problems. And they'll take a lot of the emotional baggage and burden of this roller coaster ride of buying a house off of you, and they'll take care of your needs before you even know you have one. So step number 3. Get with a good real estate agent. All right, step number 4, get with a good, reputable lender. Good lender. If you don't know anybody, then ask your real estate agent from step number 3. Ask your real estate agent, who is a good, reputable lender, and who do they know, like, and trust to get you to the closing table. My recommendation, do not go with a big brand mortgage lender. Don't go to TD Bank, don't go to PNC Bank, or whatever big box brand that is close around you. Not that they're not good, not that they won't get you to the closing table, but my recommendation is to go with somebody smaller, because they don't get paid until the real estate agent gets paid, which means they are not working on a 2-week pay scale, that whether you get to the closing table or not, I still get paid. So it doesn't matter whether you close or not. They want to do everything within their right, everything within their power to get you to the closing table, because they don't get paid until you close on a house. So get with a reputable lender. My recommendation, get with somebody who is a small neighborhood reputable lender that can get you to the closing table. All right, now you done went over your finances. Now you done went over your credit score. You done got with a good real estate agent. You got with a good lender. They got you pre-approved. You had to submit all of those documents. Now you have your pre-approval letter in hand. It is the most exciting part of the process besides closing. Looking for a house. Now, what I want you to do is start looking at neighborhoods that you like. Look at houses that you like. I want you to sit down and write a list. On one side of the paper, I want you to write your wants. On another side of the paper, I want you to write your needs. What you need to be looking for is as many of your needs that you have to get, not as many as your wants. You want to hit as many as your needs and some of your wants. So what you want to do is, if you have a bigger family and you need four bedrooms, you need to put on your need side 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, because it's a lot of people in my household. And on your wants, you may put, hey, I want a bigger backyard. Hey, I want a fireplace. Hey, I would like a garage. But what I want you to do is actually hit as many as your needs as you want. I don't want you to move into your house and because you sacrificed a need because you wanted a want, now the house is not really It's not really working out for you. You needed 4 bedrooms, but you settled on a house for 3 bedrooms because it had a fireplace, but that fireplace doesn't give your kids an extra room to stay. It doesn't give your mother-in-law, father-in-law, or anybody that comes to stay with you that needs an extra room another place to lay. So now you have to have another problem when you could have just bought a 4-bedroom house and not had the fireplace, but it would have been better. It would have been better for your family just to have that extra room. So I want you to actually go through your needs and hit as many as your needs. Discuss it with your real estate agent so that you can look at as many houses that fit your needs, and hopefully some of those can fit your ones also. All right, now you found a house. You love the house. It fits as many as your needs. You get a little couple of your wants that's there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to submit an offer. Your real estate agent is going to discuss with you. They should be able to send you some comps to say, hey, this is what we should offer, or this is a round amount that we should offer. And this is why, because of the comps in the area, of the comparable market analysis of the area, fits this offer price. Now that you sit down and you go over offer price, hey, I'm going to offer this much. Your real estate agent goes through and they write up a offer letter for you. They submit all of your they submit your documents for your pre-approval letter. Hey, my client, Susie Ann, is looking to buy this property offer this property at this amount of money at 123 Banana Street. And now you submit it and you wait. It's going to be the hardest process. If you don't hear back from somebody quickly, or the real estate agent quickly, or the seller quickly, you wait. And you wait until you hear something back. But now, after you submit your offer, you get accepted. You get accepted. Now that your offer is accepted, what you're going to do is you're going to sign your contract. Your real estate agent is going to go through it first. The seller's agent may write it up, or your agent may write it up, but your real estate agent should go through it first, mark off where you should mark off. If you have any questions, then you can ask your real estate agent, but you're going to sign your contract. Now, in New Jersey, I don't know how it works in other places. It's different per state, but in New Jersey, after you sign your contract, it is not fully executed until 3 business days after you sign it. So if you sign it on a Monday, it is not fully executed until 3 business days after that. So because that is the attorney-client review. So you have an opportunity to take that contract to go to an attorney and say, hey, can you view this and see if this fits everything that I need and everything that I want in the house, and make sure I'm not liable for anything. So after that attorney-client review, then your contract is fully executed. All right. Now that your offer is accepted, you fully signed the contract. The very next thing you need to do, as soon as that contract is fully executed, is get a home inspection. You want to get a good inspector. You can ask your real estate agent, or you can get some recommendations from family members who already bought it, or some people that you know, like, and trust, who have already bought houses and had a good inspector. You want them to go in the house, and you only have a certain amount of time. In Jersey, is about 10 days after you fully signed the contract that you have to get an inspection done and have the report for it. So you have to pay for it out of pocket. In New Jersey, it's about, depending on the size of the house and what you want done, somewhere between $375 and $500. So you want to get that done as soon as possible and get somebody who's good. These are the people who are going to find the problems with the house before you move in. And you have to make a decision on whether these problems with the house are something that you can deal with, something that you cannot deal with, or something you want to negotiate with the seller to fix in some kind of way. There's multiple strategies that you can discuss with your real estate agent on how to attain that with the seller, but you decide whether you can do that. Now, what I want you to know is it doesn't matter whether you buy a new construction house, or you buy a house that is rehabbed and flipped, or you buy a house that somebody just lived in for a long period of time. Every house you buy is going to have problems. It doesn't matter whether it's a new construction or something that has been up for the last 30, 40 years. It's going to have problems. The question you have to ask yourself is, can I live with those problems? Can I fix those problems? Or do I want the seller to fix those problems? Or do I want some money back at the closing table to fix those problems, held in escrow, a credit of some sort? Now you can go over those strategies again with your real estate agent, but you want to get with a good inspector that is going to tell you everything you need to know before you fully close on a house so that you can negotiate these repairs. So at the same exact time that you're doing your home inspection or you're ordering your home inspection, you have to put some money down for the earnest money deposit. And the reason for that is you have to have some skin in the game. It is typically 1% of what you bought the house at. So if you buy the house or put an offer in at $300,000, 1% of that is $3,000, and you take that out of your down payment. So if you have $10,000 to put down, you take $3,000 out, and you give it to them for your earnest money deposit. Now, if everything goes well, then your earnest money deposit is just applied to your closing cost. It is just so that you have some skin in the game, so you can't just easily decide, hey, I just want to walk away. I don't have no money in the deal anyway, so I could just walk away and cancel the contract with no repercussions. So you have to put some money down to actually be in the game and have some skin in the game. Right, now that you've did your home inspection, you put your earnest money deposit down, the very next thing you have to do is submit all of these documents that the lender is going to ask for. They're going to ask for your income documents all over again. They're going to verify your employment all over again, check your credit score all over again. They're going to verify where the money came from to make sure that it came from an actual reputable source. It's just not money you just had stashed under your, your couch, or you had under your mattress, or anything else like that. So you're going to submit all of your documents, and anything they ask, they may ask you for a gift letter. If you're getting money or funds from somebody for your down payment, they may ask you for a letter explaining something on your credit report. It's various things, and it's variables for each person. Everybody's not going to get the same exact thing. So you have to just basically submit everything from the lender, and so that they can actually get you to the closing table. Now that you submitted everything, what they'll do is 3 days before your closing date, they will give you a closing disclosure. The closing disclosure is everything of your fees of why you have to pay at closing, whether it's your points that you necessarily have to pay, your home insurance that you have to pay, whether it's your taxes that you have to prepay. Every fee that you have to pay for your closing costs will be broken down on that sheet, and they have to give it to you at least 3 business days before you close. All right, now that you went through the whole entire process, you've got your closing disclosure. The last thing you have to do is show up to the closing table and sign about this stack of documents. You'll be there for about an hour, give or take, and you'll sign all the documents. They'll explain everything for you. Once you sign all the documents, you get the keys from the seller. You celebrate, pop the champagne. Congratulations, you've bought your first, second, third, fourth house, and now you can just move in. So congratulations. But if you have any questions with this whole entire process, feel free to inbox me. My information is down below. Feel free to send me an email. Feel free to text me or to call me. I would love to help you with this process or answer any of the questions. Do me a favor before we go, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to keep doing some more videos like this, not just property tours. So I want you to subscribe so you can see them all. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.